Foundation and their Morning Bell blog. Somebody needs to tell the president his health care plan is dead. Now, really, that kind of sums it up. It's dead. Here's Paul Ryan at the health care summit. This set Obama into rage. You could see it.
This is a Ponzi scheme that would make Bernie Madoff proud. When you take a look at the Medicare cuts, what this bill essentially does treats Medicare like a piggy bank. It raids $500 billion out of Medicare, not to shore up Medicare's solvency, but to spend on this new government program. When you strip out the double counting and what I would call these gimmicks, the full 10-year cost of this bill has a $460 billion deficit. The second 10-year cost of this bill has a $1.4 trillion deficit. Hiding spending does not reduce spending. And so when you take a look at all of this, it just doesn't add up.
Now, Obama is seething. He's sitting there, his lips are pursed, and he's got two fingers up on his lips, emphasizing one of them. He does this. He's been caught doing this numerous times, even in his career as a U.S. senator. And he'd come out and say, Paul, this is all well and good, but we got to dispense with the talking points here. If we're going to have a conversation, we got to dispense with the theatrics and the talking points. But Ryan was having none of it.
We've been talking about how much we agree on different issues, but there really is a difference between us, and it's basically this. We don't think the government should be in control of all of this. We want people to be in control. And that, at the end of the day, is the big difference. We are all representatives of the American people. We all do town hall meetings. We all talk to our constituents. And I've got to tell you, the American people are engaged. And if you think they want a government takeover of health care, I would respectfully submit you're not listening to them.
That is bold talk for a lowly little congressman to spew right in the face of our new young president, Barack Obama. Basically telling I loved it, and I want to hear from all of you who have been sending me these vicious emails all week about how there's no difference in the two parties. And the Republicans and the Democrats are all the same. I want to hear from you and give me that analysis, and then let me know how that works on the healthcare summit. Now, Ed jumped forward to soundbites 28 through 30 because Mike Pence was on Andrea Mitchell, NBC News, Washington, their show yesterday afternoon, and Pence was panning Obama's performance in the healthcare summit. Andrea doesn't like it. First question. The most remarkable exchange, I think, so far was between the combatants from the 08 campaign, McCain and Obama. What's your impression?
This isn't good government, it's bad TV. I got to tell you, I'm not impressed with what we're seeing. For all the president's, repeated, somewhat condescending statements about, he said to John McCain, the campaign is over and we've got to get away from talking points. All we've got from the president today is talking points.
Well,
all we've got is the president restating the bill that he dumped on the American people on Monday, and the American people want to scrap and move on.
With all due respect, Congressman, Andrea was going to try to get in there and defend her new young president, but Pence did not come up for air. So she waited and asked another question. Let's say that there were talking points in the president and his colleagues, Democrats. What's not a talking point, from what everybody from Lamar Alexander presented very nicely, talking point from the Republican side has been, let's start over. So do we ever get past these two sets of talking points?
It really all begins with the president being willing to start with a clean sheet of paper, which he's obviously not willing to do. Instead, the president started out with a long monologue defending his government takeover of health care. And I got to tell you, I really think the real winner today is The Price is Right. I mean, I got to think that millions of Americans, saw this as TV land and not a real negotiation and tuned over to another channel pretty quick.
The real winner, this was The Price is Right. And Andrea's sitting there. None of this went according to plan. The day was over yesterday, Republicans were to have been shamed and shocked and embarrassed into never showing their face in Washington again. Obama was supposed to have just run over them like a Zamboni machine, getting the ice ready. Oh, did you see, speaking of that, the women's Canadian hockey team celebrating after their victory?